Have you ever really looked at a bank statement? I mean, really looked past that moment of dread when you check the balance? We usually just see them as this boring, complicated list of numbers. But what if I told you that hidden inside all that data is a story? A really detailed story about your habits, your travels, basically your... So, here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to take this dense financial record and turn it into something more like a personal diary. First, we'll decode its language. Then we'll look at the big picture, we'll analyze all the little details, and finally, we'll see how a completely digital life gets captured in data. By the end, you'll be able to read your own financial story, I promise. Okay, let's dive right in. Our mission here is to take this wall of data and find the actual human story that's hiding inside. We're going from raw data to a diary. And this is what we're usually up against, right? It's just a jumble of codes, weird abbreviations, and numbers. Honestly, it feels like it was designed for a computer to read, not a person. It's intimidating, it's confusing, and it's just so easy to ignore. But all the secrets, they're in there. So that's the big question, isn't it? What is all this financial data actually telling us about the life of this person, Prem Sankar? Let's become financial detectives for a bit and start piecing together the clues. To solve any puzzle, you first have to understand the language it's written in. Think of this section as our decoder ring. We're just going to quickly break down the most common terms you'll see so this whole thing starts to make sense. First up is the one you're going to see the most, UPI/DR. Now, UPI stands for Unified Payments Interface. That's India's awesome instant payment system. And DR just means debit. So when you see UPI/DR, just think money going out. It's a payment you made. Simple as. And here's what that looks like in the wild. See this? The transaction is marked UPI/DR, and you can see that 78.06 is listed right there in the withdrawals column for a payment to Uber. One click, money's out. Easy. Now, on the flip side, we have NEFT-CR. NEFT is another electronic transfer system, but it's usually for bigger amounts. And CR means credit. So when you see this, think money coming in. This is often how you'd see a salary or other big payments show up. And this example? Wow, this is a fantastic clue. We see an NEFT-CR transaction, a $70,000 credit coming from the Providence College of Engineering. Right away, that suggests a professional connection, maybe a salary, right? And just like that, with only 2 terms, we can now track all the money coming in and all the money going out. Okay, now that we can actually read this thing, let's zoom out. Instead of getting lost in every single transaction, let's look at the whole month of January to get a sense of the overall financial health here. This chart tells the story in a single glance. The green bar shows that about 87,000 came into the account in January. But look at the red bar, the one representing money going out. It's taller, over 96,000. And that leaves us with this number, a negative net cash flow of just over 8,700 for the month. Bottom line, more money was spent than was earned or received. That's the 30,000-foot view of Prem's financial month. Now, for the really fun part. Let's zone in on that withdrawals column and see how it builds a picture of someone's life. Where's all this money actually going? Because the spending details are where the data really turns into a diary. This chart breaks it all down for us. Now, yeah, large transfers are the biggest slice, but look what's next. Travel and transport at a pretty significant 15%, and food and dining at 10%. This alone tells us a lot about what's important to Prem. Let's dig into that travel slice because this is fascinating. We're not just guessing here. The data is super specific. We can see over 10 payments to Uber, more than a dozen to confirm ticket for train tickets, and even cash withdrawals at railway stations in Thrissur and Chinganar. This isn't a one-off vacation. This is the story of someone who travels a lot. And what about entertainment? Well, the statement paints a picture of a pretty balanced social life. On one hand, you've got payments for nights in, subscriptions to Netflix and JioCinema, and food deliveries from Swiggy. And on the other hand, you've got nights out, tickets from Book My Show, and payments at restaurants. It's all right there in the data. You know, one thing became incredibly clear as I was digging through these transactions. The sheer volume of one specific type of payment tells its own story about modern life in India. Over 90%. Let that sink in. More than 9 out of every 10 transactions in this statement were made using UPI. Cash withdrawals are really rare. This financial life is lived almost entirely through a digital wallet. And the range is what's so remarkable. We see everything from a tiny 20 rupee purchase to a massive 18,000 rupee transfer. Clearly, UPI isn't just for one type of payment. It's being used for literally everything. It is the financial backbone of this person's day-to-day life. So, after all our detective work, what have we actually learned? We've taken that confusing wall of text and managed to pull out a surprisingly detailed profile of a person. So here's the story of Preem, told by his bank account. He's got a source of pretty significant income, likely from an engineering college. He's constantly on the move, mostly by train. He balances his nights in with nights out, and he basically manages his entire life through his phone, using UPI for nearly every single financial interaction. And in the end, that's the real takeaway, isn't it? A bank statement isn't just some boring accounting tool. It's a diary. It's a map of your movements, a catalog of your choices, and a story of your priorities, all just written in the language of data. We've just spent the last few minutes reading the story of Prem Sankar. So now, it's your turn. If you were to look at your own statement with these new eyes, what story would you find? What does your data diary say about you?